So I see you took my. I don't know if the video is up at the moment. Should be. But last time I said I recommended that you play the
Mastered Last of Us.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I know we've been talking off camera and stuff about it, and I know you think the mechanics are the same because it was like a year and a month difference in release. I don't know how you get it remastered that fast, but you know.
But yeah, that's yeah. So to touch on what you're saying, basically, I loved Last of Us. There was slight aspects I feel like I think like I almost like not slept on, but I couldn't remember them. Just like the actual storyline, and watching it back, I'm a bit more interested, and I'm like, oh wow, okay, like I get that a little bit more, I understand that a little bit more, because I didn't really like Tess originally. I just thought she was a prick. I don't know why, but in this one, like replaying it, I'm sort of like, she's not a prick. She's just kind of like doing her thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I ever thought that, but then again, it was 2013 it came out, so that was a good 7 years ago. When I was about 19. No, it's 20.
See, the thing with Tess is she was. I think she is more of a bossy older sister type of character.
Yeah,
I know she's Joel's love interest or whatever, but the way she acts is more like a older bossy sister.
She's a bit of a like I want to say the word rogue. She's sort of
yeah.
She kind of goes around and everyone's like, oh, you know, I owe Tess and stuff. Like you've seen letters. It's like, I've come across letters and it's like, oh, must get this back to Tess before, you know, she kicks off basically. But she seems like a nice character, just you know, bit bossy. But I don't know why I originally hated her so bad. But yeah, going back to what you were saying. So I never really play. I don't think I've ever played a remastered game, not intentionally, at least. I rarely ever play games. I can play it and I'm like, cool. Even if I love them, I'm more often like, if I replay, it's going to be different. It's going to be shit or it's boring or give up halfway. Metal Gear Solid 4 was it's basically the only game I think I've ever played. I've completed it in every single difficulty, I think, and I've played it on easy again as well. But yeah, playing remastered, because what you said, I wanted to get my fiance into it because I've been hyping up Last of Us 2 for the longest time. And because it's free on PlayStation Network like a month or two ago, am I right saying that? It's like a month.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, well...
Yeah, I've got a song stuck in my head.
I could sort of see... but yeah, I thought, well, I've got nothing to lose. So I replay it. Instantly, I'm like, this feels, from what I remember, the PS3, like it's not clunky. It's no way clunky, which I find is quite funny because it came out around about the time Grand Theft Auto 4 came out. Was it 5? Is it 5? Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, GTA 5.
Yeah, which is 2013, just before the PlayStation 4. And yeah, I feel like that's way clunkier. But there's just, it's kind of basic to an extent. I feel like it goes, right, okay, here's a room. You've got 3 clickers. One, do you know, that's something, I completely forgot there's, they call that runners. You know, like, they can see and hear you, and they sort of like run at you,
yeah.
And stuff, like clickers sort of runners run at you, but clickers run at you, but they can't see you. I completely forgot. I thought the whole game was on clickers. Completely forgot that. But yeah, and it's kind of like, oh, here's that situation, and here's a bottle, here's a brick, and you've basically got to use these just to get past them, or you can kill them, and you kind of feel like it's very limiting to that. And I've watched a video recently explaining that there's different ways to deal with it. It's sort of similar, but like there's different ways to deal with it. And also it's a lot more grander scale, like somewhat bigger than Uncharted 4 in aspects, which is amazing. So you have to get around in boat or you have to get around in horseback and stuff. You wonder how that plays out with clickers and all sorts about. What I love about the game is something that no game really does often, at least. I think Insurgency is sort of like a good example. The guns in it feel fucking powerful. So you've got you got like a normal pistol, you've got like a Magnum, or you've got like a rifle. As far as I got, at least at the moment. But some guys running and you shoot them, and like they might not die because you might get like a shoulder shot. I think I have had a headshot and they ain't died, but often you don't get like a hit marker like Call of Duty, but you get like a shoulder shot and they just don't get up, and you're thinking, I don't know if he's going to get up, because there was no like real, like, well, I say real, there's no like hit marker like you get on a lot of video games where like the person goes down and you're sort of like, he's dead, or it goes kill, or like you killed this person. They're just down and you're thinking, fuck. There was a situation where there's a corridor here, and I'm behind a bench and they've just both walked there. And I was like, well, this guy's going to see me first because the bench thing ends just short here. So I was kind of like, I have to shoot him, but he's got armor. So I was like, oh, so I need my rifle to shoot his armor, but I need like a normal gun to shoot him, and I'm worried about ammo. But I quickly just like peeked up, got him with a revolver, had to shoot him like twice. He's moving around in there. This guy is running at me like with riot gear. I've got him with the rifle, and that guy is like still running around. I'll come back to him, shot him with a revolver, and he stayed down. And then there's more guys running at me. And I'm thinking, is he just going to get back up? He's going to get back up. And I quite like that because it's kind of like, it just kind of feels like bang and silence rather than it being like bang, chook, like some weird little noise or some like indication that, you killed this guy. So yeah, I love that because it gives it a little bit more scare factor, like you're on edge.
Yeah.
But yeah, the new one as well, with like the crawling fact, like the fact that you can be under. There's, I think they said it in the PlayStation State of Play, where you're like crawling under a truck, and apparently if you wait there too long, eventually they'll just check under the truck, and you think, oh, that's like scary because they'll just pull you out probably and start like fucking you about. But I'm interested in this game. I can't wait to play Last of Us 2. I haven't played the DLC either before, so that'll be interesting when I get to it.
Without spoiling anything for anyone who's listening and for you, whereabouts are you in the game?
I have try not to spoil it. I have met someone in a garage who leaves traps.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not there, so I think I'm short of like halfway, if I recall.
Right, without spoiling anything, my end. When you hit the snowy point, in the game, that's the perfect time to do the DLC.
Okay, right, yeah. So like to pause it and then do the DLC.
Yeah, because it leads into it.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of completing the main story and doing the DLC actually is a part of that part of the game.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the best way to play it.
Yeah. I've never heard anyone say that. So yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's just not many people know about it because people think it's just a separate part of the game.
Often DLCs though, aren't they? So yeah.
Yeah, this is actually part of that mission. But I think the reason why they took it out and made it its own DLC is because it would have made the game twice as long. But it's definitely worth doing it that way.
Did you hear that the Last of Us 2 is not having a multiplayer straight away?
Yeah, I heard that they're doing it separate. They're making it into a separate game. Instead of having it forcing you down your throat to have it on the main game, I think they're doing it like all the other games now, because I feel like it's going to be more like a Royale game mode than it is what it was on the first one.
Yeah. So I barely played that first one. It was kind of like where you've got two factions. I mean, like to get the platinum trophy, like you couldn't get it. You had to. It was very specific, if I remember rightly.
See, that's what I like about the remasters. They take out the trophies, what I do for online.
Mm.
So the trophies you didn't get before won't stop you from getting a platinum this time.
Yeah.
So either they've changed them out to replace them trophies, but I don't think games should put, unless it's a multiplayer only game, I don't think they should put multiplayer trophies on a story-based game.
Well, there's so many people that it's surprising to me because I love multiplayer and I know you do as well. But there's so many people that hate multiplayer, and they pure play like single player games. And you think, well, for them, they'll never play. Like there might be trophy hunters or achievement hunters, whatever, but they'll never play online. So you think, well, to what extent do you just go, well, I can't get it then, can I?
So I can love it or leave it. I don't. If there's people on, like if you're on, I'll come join you.
Yeah.
But if I'm on by myself, I don't really care for multiplayer. I mean, Call of Duty is different because I'm trying to get all the guns gold, which I'm like, I don't know, I'd say 25% the way done.
Call of Duty is weird though. I feel like I can play that. It's more like a solo game in my eyes. I feel like you don't really talk tactics. So it's like, it was pointless. Unless you're like, oh, watch out for that guy that just killed me that you were in that room with. But like, it's not, you don't really do that many call outs. Like, but I'm a massive fan of like Rainbow Six Siege, where it's like, oh yeah, do this and then do this and then do this. And it's constant conversation. And it relies on teamwork. I feel like Call of Duty is just like fuck about arcade.
Plunder is more for teamwork.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. Warzone and that.
Yeah, but multiplayer, unless you're working on core team deathmatch or something, then you're not going to get it. You don't get it on hardcore. Hardcore is you're on a team, but it's every man for yourself.
Yeah,
for themselves. But yeah, did you hear about the rumor what spread from a? I think it was a Belgian version of Amazon.
About what?
About the PS5.
No.
Apparently, it's been taken down now, but over there, apparently you can pre-order the PS5 already.
I should have enough money. I've been by not working for this situation. I am like clasping, whatever the word is, holding on to as much money just in case the PlayStation goes bam, order it now, and I'm like, fuck, get it, because apparently the limited like PlayStation, and there's no way I'm missing out unless I'm getting it this year if it allows.
See, the thing is, I have to fucking also save for a new computer.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's like £2,020 or $2.89. So I'll obviously get the PS5, but I do need the PC because this one's out of date and it's slowing down. And obviously I need it to do my recordings for my personal channel.
Yeah.
And to do this podcast. But the apparently the PS5 will be able to play properly PS2 and PS3, and apparently it enhances the graphics.
Wow, okay. Naturally.
Well, it's just a rumor at the moment from what I've read.
I don't know how. There's certain things I don't understand, so like sometimes I'm just sort of like, well, it doesn't sound like it'd be real, but like, well, not real, but I don't know how that would work. But I don't develop games, so I have no idea.
Yeah, but it's like the controller. The controller, out of all the system, the controller is what fascinates me the most. Because according to their schematics you can see online, the proper Sony printed ones, apparently there's a heartbeat sensor in the controller. And it's going to be mostly used for horror games.
That'd be sick. Imagine that.
So when your heartbeat is racing really fast, the game will slow down the jump scares and stuff.
Oh, that's.
But if your heartbeat's not pumping, if your heartbeat and your pulse isn't pumping fast enough, everything increases.
Yeah, well, I'll be. A 5-hour game for me would be 20 hours plus. You did it in a half hour.
Later. 300 hours later. Dave, have you completed it yet? Because we need to talk about it.
No, nothing's jumping out at me.
I must on the first level. But also, apparently the triggers were completely different to any other controller.
Yeah.
Not even the new Xbox controller has this. Apparently. So, like, if you're playing Horizon Zero Dawn.
The bow.
Yeah. The bow or any other weapon you use, the triggers will react differently.
See, my thoughts, I feel like how different is it going to feel? Because they've entirely renamed it to the Dual Sense rather than the Dual Shock. So I feel like unless you're like leaps and bounds different, and it looks amazing, but it doesn't look leaps and bounds different from the DualShock 4. I just think like it has to feel different when you're playing that game to that game, and it's like, oh my god, it's vibrating in a way, or like you've got that bow pull, like, and it feels like it's got that retention.
Apparently, it depends on what type of bow you use.
Yeah.
So, say for instance, you're using a longbow, but takes more power to pull back. The trigger, in the way I can understand it, it sounds like the trigger will tense up.
Yeah.
So when you press it down, it'll get harder to pull back.
Yeah.
And obviously, you let go, the game will let go. And for what I'd consider a sports bow, what's fast and easy to use.
Yeah.
It'll just be like it is now. Just push down, let go.
Yeah. See, what
apparently the controller vibrates from the tension.
Yeah.
In the bow. So I don't know.
What interests me is everyone knows PlayStation 3 had its, I wouldn't say its downfall. It did good, but it was sort of beaten by Xbox. But PlayStation 4, they then come back and said it was for the players. I feel like, based on the footage, what was I said this before. That game they done, the Unreal Engine. That's not a real game, but based off that, it seems like they're making things more for the developers, so they can make a game that they want to create, rather than being like, I've got this limitation. Because if you actually speak to, I haven't spoken to developers, but like if you actually hear developers speak, sometimes they're like, oh yeah, we wanted to do this, but we couldn't. We have to scale it back. And perfect example we said earlier about Watch Dogs, and how the reveal of Watch Dogs had ray tracing or this and had a lot more to it, but when the actual game was scaled back, which you often see, you used to see a lot, I think PS2 era, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of games were just downgraded. Do you remember you're a racing fan, aren't you? Do you remember the old Need to Speed, like undergrounds and stuff, where the cutscenes were like real video, and then you go back to like PS2 graphics. You think like, what? I don't really get that, but that's what they wanted to do. Then fine, but some games that make the cutscenes or something amazing, but then the game could not play like that.
Yeah.
PS5 seems like it's more developers like, oh, we want you to do this, no loading screens, and because here's something. Sorry. So apparently, a lot of the time, and I heard this. I don't know if you heard this, and this will interest you. The more you think about it, you kind of like, that makes so much sense to certain situations. So they said before, that it's going to be apparently SD or SSD. I don't know.
Solid state drive.
Yeah. So right now, the what we've got on the PlayStation 4 and previous, they had to build certain things to be like a loading screen. So like, so you can go through like this room and that room and this room, and in like certain games, they're like, oh well, this one has to load up. If you go through this, it has to load up because otherwise it's got to like render the whole entire game. I talk as if I know like video games, that like how it's made. But it's like it has to render a whole map, and if you go into a building, then it has to render that and the map. So what it does is it just loads that building instead. So it's a lot easier for the developers. But apparently, with like the new SSD, it can more do things like on a massive scale. So it doesn't limit the game and take you out of the game a little bit while it's loading. I mean, what do you do when there's a massive loading screen? Pick up your phone, don't you? You'll pick up your phone. It'll just say some like hint across the screen. It'll be like,
I usually take a power nap.
But it'll have like a little like an icon or something, or some image that you can flick through or whatever. And if you can load a game, my only one concern is apparently you can load like Spider-Man, which is like apparently I've not played it yet. Still, I really want to play it. But it's like a 40-second load time, can be like less than a second. I'm like, is that gonna look like lag? Is it gonna look like lag? You run and then it goes, and you think, what was that? It was a load screen. That's what would have been a 40-second load screen until half a second.
I think it's just going to be a smooth.
Let's hope so. I can't wait, man.
So, can I just show you something?
No, I don't want to see it.
So, while we're talking about the PS5, I'm doing research as well at the same time. And this website, I've been on a few times, and I know it's not really been wrong. If it's been wrong about 3 things, as long as it's been up and running,
yeah,
I'll be shocked. So this could be the actual PS5. I've seen all the fake images and everything.
Please not be ugly.
But I actually like it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Before I show you it, it does look like a panini press.
Okay, I'm interested.
You ready?
If this is it, inside
if this is it, it's going to be amazing because it'll come in 2 colours off the bat.
What the fuck? I like it. It doesn't seem out of the ordinary. Oh, I don't know about that button. Don't know about that button. Yeah.
If it's there, it's going to be there. If not, then, you know, I think this is more for like, I feel like this is like
this is like a panini, like sort of like George Foreman.
Yeah, you lift it up where the.
I don't hate it though.
I don't see. I think. Did you ever see that guy turn his old PS3 into a barbecue?
I want to say yeah, actually. I want to say yeah.
Let me see if I can find it because it wasn't a barbecue. A PS3 grill.
So you never know with like consoles, they'll do something wrong and then they'll bring something back. So I'm thinking, well, they could do a button. To me, it makes no sense that they would do a button. I don't feel that they will do a button.
Well, on the PS Pro, there's buttons on it, but they blend into the console. So are you not going to do that to your computer? Or are you just going to be ignorant?
Mine randomly come up with something else then. I don't know how that affected the recording, but PS3 grill videos.
Yeah. That's because his PS3 broke. Anyway, to keep the shell.
Yeah. I played Xbox one time. One time in my life. I played Xbox around my friend's one time, and he had the circle of death, yellow ring of death, what do you call it? Ring of fire. And then it was one of those times that no one really had. It was early on in the Xbox 360 Live, and it was like, how the fuck to fix it? Da, 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 da. I think he had one that broke and he had to buy another one. But it was like, I can't buy another one. They're well expensive. So anyway, he looked online, and someone said, hug it. Wrap it in a towel and hug it. And I'm pretty certain someone was trolling. Anyway, I don't know why, us being young, we hugged the fuck out of it. And we because that's the thing, I've come round to stay at his for a weekend to smash out video games. The PS3, Xbox, PC, had the whole party system going on. Put the Xbox on the side, press the button. I was going to say, beep, that's a PlayStation. It just come online. Like, you're thinking, fucking hell, you hugged the Xbox and it worked. What a weird... But I think what it was, from my understanding, was the spindle, what holds the CD, was like prone to being bad. I'm sure someone will correct me on that, but it was prone to sort of getting loose or something. But just by you hugging it, it crushes it in, which is terrible. And it broke again after that. But.
See, the PS3 and Xbox 360 were the two worst game consoles for making games and having faults.
What PS3 and Xbox 360? You say?
Yeah,
that's true.
The game developers struggled making games for the PS3.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Xbox had more games than the PS3 did.
Yeah,
but now it's vice versa.
It completely, yeah.
And what the fuck?
I mean, what culture gaming? Jules done a little video of like a tongue-in-cheek joke of like exclusives on the PlayStation, and then I'm a massive fanboy, but then he's done Xbox, and he had to flesh it out just because it was like so short. Do you think like, pick up Xbox? Fuck, I've never said that in my life. Pick up PlayStation. Fuck, don't sound like that. Don't sound like that.
See, I've got I've got a Switch. I've got a PS4 Pro and an Xbox X. The Switch, I've got very few games for. I mean, some of the stuff I've got on my Switch,
Animal Crossing
games.
Yeah.
But the Xbox, I don't really buy games for it. I just pay for the Game Pass. The Game Pass is just simple and easy. But the PlayStation, I buy a game on disc, and if it's in sale, so I don't screw the disc up, I'll buy it again on sale as long as it's cheap enough.
Yeah.
So I don't mind doing that. It's the same thing with Last of Us. I'm going to buy Last of Us on the PlayStation, but as soon as it drops in price, like if it's in like the 2 for $13 game or something,
yeah,
I'm going to pick it up straight away and I've got it on my shelf.
Yeah.
But as soon as they say Horizon Zero Dawn is up for pre-order and there's a collector's edition, I will sell my left arm to get the collector's edition.
See, I will let Horizon over Last of Us.
I will allow a stranger to punch me in the face for the money. I don't care how hard I get hit.
Can I be a stranger?
Well, if you want to buy the collector's edition, yeah. It's like, see, Last of Us pissed me off because I didn't pre-order the collector's edition because they kept pushing the game back and further back and further back. So what was the point in pre-ordering the collector's edition just to get an email going, oh, we've refunded your money?
Yeah.
Instead of going, well, we've pushed it back and we're keeping your order.
Yeah.
They didn't. They refunded. And as soon as it went back up for pre-order, all the collector's editions went again.
Well, I feel like that's due to a lot of people being like, well, fuck this then. I'm not doing it. We have no idea. Especially it could be, I mean, Last of Us it was a few months each time it got delayed, but some games are like pushed back a year or something. So you don't know when it's going to come out. So yeah, some people just want their money back. I understand it, but yeah, I'd have just been like, oh, it's fucking, it's long. Just keep it as it is. Keep my money and then give it to me when it's come out. I haven't actually pre-ordered Last of Us.
See, it's like the new Assassin's Creed. I can't pre-order that yet until Sony reveals the release date for the PS5.
Yeah.
I can't play it. I can't order it because if PS5 doesn't come out till December, end of November, December, I'm not going to wait an extra 2 months to play it on the PS5. I will buy it for the PS4.
Here's a question. I haven't actually looked into the news, but they delayed the like the conference thing, didn't they? It's going to be July 4th. Was it July 4th?
Supposed to be over there, yeah.
They delayed it. Has there been another date announced? Because I know this the current situation. They done it because of the protests.
They're waiting for all the protests and everything else to settle before they do a release. So I've got a funny feeling.
Settle. I thought you said sell. Settle. Yeah.
No. They're running out of time. They are. They've got July, August, September, October. I'd say they come out about end of October, beginning of November. PS5s, the PlayStations.
Oh yeah, there was speculation it's meant to be November. Yeah.
So that's 5 months. They want to get it out for Christmas.
Well, they want to bring it out before Christmas so they can sort of like you'll get the fanboys buying it instantly, and then you'll get like the people who may get it for Christmas a month later. So you sort of
See, people are worrying, saying, "Oh, COVID's not going to let the production happen." The thing is, Sony and Microsoft have factories what use robots to put the stuff together.
Yeah, I think they were saying it was resources though. So like them getting the actual resources for it would be affected.
I think for something this big, they would have already overstocked on the resources.
True, but at the same time though, this is one thing I've always found. There's so many people who like, I don't know, so there's a company, they're like, oh, we're going to bring this out. And you've got millions of people going, oh yeah, I can't wait to buy this, can't wait to buy it. They'll bring 10,000 of the items out and then 1 million people will buy it. And they're like, oh, we didn't expect that to be a thing. It's like they undersell it, which I get. They underbuy it so they don't waste money. But then I'm like, with PlayStation, you know it's going to do major numbers.
Yeah.
The amount of conversation about it. There's people going to buy 2s, 3s, 4s of the PlayStations. I'm definitely getting it on release. So
when I bought my PS4, I couldn't get one in the stores. Everywhere was sold out. So I had to get mine off eBay off a guy who ordered a shit ton. Him and his son put money together, ordered a shit ton of them. Even though you had to pre-order up to 2 at a time, they kept going back and ordering more. And they sold them for profit. I paid nearly £800 for my original PlayStation 4.
What deal? Why?
Because it had 2 controllers and it had the camera as well.
Well, yeah, that's like £50. The camera's £50. Another controller's about £50.
Camera's closer to 100.
Is it?
Yeah, the camera's stupidly expensive.
I bought the camera years ago. I swear it wasn't £100.
Unless I'm on about the newest one.
Did you?
So I've got both. I've got the cubed one, and I've got the circular one. And we can.
I mean, is there even 2? I don't know. I've got the long bar.
Yeah, you've got the cube one. 79, the round one is, and the block one is £60.
Oh well, yeah. I'm pretty certain I bought it for like £50 years ago, and I've never fucking used it. No, what is it? What was that? Like the robots?
Playroom.
Playroom. I think that's the only thing. I was like, oh yeah, that's to me that was like PlayStation 3 with the the motion, like moving the controller around, and there's they put that on the controller, but no one used it. And then like the PlayStation pad, not that many people have used that, and the voice coming through the controller on the DualShock 4, excuse me, DualShock 4, not that many people have used it, and I just feel like, well, I've not used a fucking camera, so it's fucking pointless. They make these things, but
Well, that doesn't look like a fake advertisement.
what is it?
Well, I'll show you after the thing because I don't want to put a bad name out for this person. But yeah, I mean, do you want to end it here? And it's been nearly a 2-hour episode.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, might have to split it down, but yeah, no problem.
Yeah, well, then we can if you've got lunch plans,
I've got a little run.
You can go freshen up and do what you need to do, and then when you get back, we'll do some more recording.
What do you mean freshen up? I look fresh as fuck with my big up the orange team.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we've done well today.
Yes.
So, do you want to do the outro, or do you want me to do it?
You do. I've done the intro.
So, this has been the Dave and Josh show. Obviously, this is the first one we've done since a week and a half ago. We had a week off. So, please join us again for more videos and like our solo pages. Dave's is
Reckless Snake, all one word.
Mine is oulton'sworld 1992 with hyphens between the Oulton and 1992. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. If not, dislikes all right as well. You know, we're easy. Thank you, and catch you later.
Bye.
Adios.
Bye.